guys, I just wanted to do another diet fitness video. I know you guys tend to like these videos. I really like them as well. I'm a very big supporter of taking care of yourself, taking care of your body. I really think it'll help you in ways more than superficial, but obviously it always feels good to feel good about yourself. One of the most common concerns I get from people are that they don't have enough time. So like, I don't have enough time to go to the gym. I don't have enough time to cook. And if you don't have enough time to work out, then obviously if you just watch what you eat, then it can be helpful. But if you're not doing any of those things, then you can't really expect any changes to happen. To keep doing the same thing and expect things to be different, it doesn't really make sense, but I think what really gets people about eating at home is that it's inconvenient. I don't really believe that anyone doesn't have enough time, because what you could do is, this is what a lot of my guy friends do, because a lot of my friends are like tool bags. So what they do is they do all their meals and they prepare them for the whole entire week on Sunday or Monday, and they'll do all of their meals for that week. I kind of do a similar thing, but I maybe prepare my meals for about 3 or 4 days, just because I don't want to eat a week old food. I just would rather do it every 3 days, every 4 days. And it really does help, because that way once your food is already all cooked, all prepared, all chopped up, then it really gets rid of a lot of your excuses, and that way you'll have the accountability, and you'll be like, oh, I really need to eat this because I already paid for it, I already made it, and so it'll really help. And that way preparing your food will only take a minute or two. It'll be really quick. You just nuke it in the microwave. And when it comes down to it, I really think it's about prioritizing, because if you think about it, if you go out to eat with your friends, and obviously I go out to meet my friends on the weekends, I really eat whatever I want on the weekends, but when I'm home I do try to stick to it with some unhealthy diet. When you go out with your friends, it really takes around maybe 2-3 hours if you're getting ready for it to go eat out with your friends, because you have to consider the commute there and back, waiting, sitting down for a table, ordering, getting your check, and then coming back. And then an extra hour if you're doing your makeup or trying to look cute for your friends. So it really does take up a lot of your time, and I really think it just comes down, like I said, to having to develop a really good sense of accountability with yourself. If you really want to make a change in your life, then you're really going to have to learn to cut out the excuses and just do it, because if you're not going to do it, then no one's going to do it for you, and it's just not going to happen ever. I'm going to show you guys how I prepare my meals and how I prepare all my foods to make it a little bit easier to stick to healthy eating and whatnot. And so I'll show you guys right now. So here I just have some broccoli and cauliflower. I'm just going to steam it using the rice cooker, usually for about 6 or 10 minutes depending on how big the pieces are and how tender you like it. Steaming is really good because it preserves not only the color and the flavors, but also the nutritional value of food. Also, it's a pretty quick way of cooking things without having to look at it. So to give it some flavor, I'm just going to, my roommates have burned a lot of stuff onto here. It sucks. But oh well. I'll get new ones with that. I'll take maybe a heaping tablespoon of oyster sauce. It's just this Chinese sauce. I don't know. I can't really describe it, but I really like it with broccoli and cauliflower. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just taking water and mixing them together, and what this does is it kind of thins it out, so that way all of the broccoli and cauliflower can get a little bit of a coat of the oyster sauce without being drenched in it. So I have all my steamed broccoli and cauliflower. I'm just going to mix it up and just toss it really quickly, and that's it. So now I just mix it all together. Now you just put it in a container and just divvy it out whenever you want to eat it. Just makes it a little bit easier. And that way it doesn't taste so boring, because I know veggies can be kind of boring, and they are, but really good for you. And then for my chicken, I just marinate it all at once in this little container, I do maybe 2 or 3 days at once and cook it all up at the same time. And I'm just using this 30-minute marinades, sesame ginger one. I also like their Caribbean jerk one. This is Ralph's brand, I believe. Yeah, it's Ralph's brand. It's like $1.50 per container. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh my gosh, there has to be salt in there and all these things. Well, I only maybe use a few tablespoons for, maybe 6 breasts or so. I still think it's a lot better than eating out, whatever you could be eating when you're eating out. So pretty much with any of your food, you can just keep it all separated like this and just divvy it out and eat it as you go. Or, if you work or you have on the go at school. What I used to do when I'd be on campus all day, back when I was taking a lot of classes, I would just make little lunch boxes like this. And, if the plastic thing bothers you, just buy glass ones. It's okay, but it's a lot heavier. And so I have some chicken, some brown rice, and some broccoli in there. This is kind of a little small, but I do eat every 3 hours. What most guys do that I've seen, they just seriously do their meals for the whole entire week, or for half the week, and they do the rest of the week. And that way you're really only cooking 1 hour out of the week, and then you have your meals prepared every single day of the week. And these actually really hold up well when you freeze them. And what I do is I would keep some in the freezer. And so if I didn't have any time to cook, then I would just pop this in the microwave, and it would seriously be just as good. Even the brown rice would be just as good. I would just leave it like this and let it cook like that, just with the cap slightly off, and it would be fresh like everything. It just tasted really good. I also always have a hard-boiled egg for breakfast, so I just boil all of them ahead of time because this is probably what's the most time-consuming that I do. Yeah, sorry, my kitchen is really dirty. I'm the only one that really cleans it in my house, so it gets pretty gross. Like, no one ever cleans the stove but me. So I let it boil, and then I take it off after about, 10-15 minutes. Usually 15 minutes, just for good measure. And then I just put them in a container, and that way. Okay, so I'm a big fan of salads, but obviously it's kind of annoying to buy it in a container. Well, it's actually kind of inflated when you buy it in a container. I have to warn you guys though, seriously, don't try doing all salad diet. It's really dumb. I know a lot of girls that have tried to just eat salad all the time. It's not going to work. It's impossible. I'm going to make it convenient for you. I like to eat a salad. Most of my meals are in between meals. And so what I do to try to make it more convenient, I try to chop up all my lettuce at once ahead of time, every 3 or 4 days. And so that way all I have to do is just grab some lettuce and take it out and throw some dressing on it. So what I have here is just a bunch of green leaf lettuce. You guys can also use like a bunch of different vegetables. And I've already washed this and I've tried to dry it as best as I can. You want to remove all the moisture because the moisture is going to make it go bad quickly. And you also want to use a very sharp knife when you cut, or to tear it by hand, because if you use a dull knife, what it's going to do is it's going to crush it. Sorry, so I'm just going to, what's going to do is it's going to crush it, and so that way it's going to make it go bad more quickly. So I'm just going to have all the lettuce. I just put in this little container right here, just a little plastic container. Oh, I just threw some over. Sorry, I'm really distracted since I just came home. I don't live by myself, guys. Please, not buy a house by myself. Just graduated. I wish I could buy a house. So I just put all my lettuce in a container. Like I said, you want to make sure it's as dry as it can possibly be. If you guys have a salad spinner, that'd be perfect. And then you just want to put it in your container. And then just put a towel over it like this. Don't put a lid on it, just put a towel over it. What this is going to do is it's going to prevent dehydration, so it's going to stay crispy, and it's just going to stay better for longer. And you also want some towels on the bottom as well. Just clean kitchen towels or clean paper towels would work, and it'll make it last a lot longer. And a lot of you guys have asked me what kind of salad dressings I like. I like this Newman's one. It's a low-fat sesame ginger. This one's a little more expensive though. This is $5 or so a bottle. But I also like all these Kraft ones. They have a lot of good balsamic vinaigrettes. I just like vinaigrettes just because they have more flavor. You want to stay away from anything that's kind of creamy looking. Those tend to be higher in fat. So I really like any Italian dressing or balsamic vinaigrette. I've never tasted a bad Italian dressing or balsamic vinaigrette. For fruit, you can also pre-wash it. Put it in little containers. Just make it convenient and easy to grab. Or you can just, put them in little plastic baggies even, just so you can carry it around with you, grab it, leave it in the fridge, and take it with you whenever you have somewhere to go. That kind of helps you stick to your diet as well. So that's it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Really, if you prepared your meals ahead of time, all of your snacks ahead of time, it shouldn't take more than 45 minutes, an hour max. Even if you're chopping up everything by hand, marinating it, cooking it, it really only takes me maybe 15 minutes to cook a chicken breast. Not that long. You can cook them all at once if you'd want. It just comes down to just making it a priority. Just choose a day. Find a day to bring your laptop in the kitchen. That's what I do. I bring my laptop in the kitchen. I just seriously watch reality TV. Whatever it is, it's going to keep me amused for an hour. And I just pre-chop, pre-distribute all my food, and it really, really helps you stick to your eating and weight loss goals. And so I hope that helps you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.